Hello Class 2, it's just Mrs. Lewis here. In our session today, we're going to do some spelling work based around the ow sound in the word proud. Now, to make the ow sound, we need to use the graphemes O and U. So to spell the word proud, we have P, ow, D. Okay, now just like what we do in class, I'm going to start you off with some with a sound, an ound sound, and you're going to help me using the alphabet to see if we can make some words. Okay, so we're getting our ow from proud, but the start of the the end of the word I'm going to give you is going to be ound. Ound, okay? So in class what we do is we take each different letter from the alphabet and we see if we can make a word by adding that letter to the beginning of my ound. Okay, so if we start with E, it would say a-ound. Now that isn't a word. What about B? So we could write b-ound. Now bound is a word. It's not a word you would probably use very often, but it's a verb to describe like how quickly somebody was walking or running by taking really big steps or big strides. So you might talk about a dog bounding towards you. So it's running quite quickly. It's taking big strides. Okay. So the next letter would be C. So you'd say k-ound. Doesn't sound right, does it? D-ound. E-ound. F-ound. Oh, found. There's another word we can use. Found. G-ound. Not g-ound, but we could put g-ound, couldn't we? Ground. H-ound. Now a hound is another word that we can give to a dog. We can call dogs a hound. I-ound, j-ound, k-ound, l-ound, m-ound. Oh, m-ound, mound. Now a mound, again, it's not a word that you would use very often, but it's kind of like a large pile of something. So we might talk about a mound of grass or a mound of soil or a mound of snow, like a pile of something, a pile of it. Ound. Oh, ound. P-ound, pound, pound. Well done. Ound. No. Ound. Round. There's another word we can use with our ound. Ound. Can make the word sound. Ound. Tound. Ound. 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 Wound. 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 Now, when we talk about the word wound, you might think of it in terms of somebody was wound up. It means like they're getting a bit angry, they're starting to feel a bit frustrated. If you're getting wound up, you're not very happy, are you? This is also the spelling of wound. However, we're not using it as an oo sound today. We're looking at it as an ow sound. So we'll stick with wound. X-ound, y-ound, and zound. So they're not words, but we've managed to make all of these words with our ow sound in from proud. So what we would do now in class to help us remember that these are the ways to spell these words is we try and make up a silly sentence, wouldn't we? So just off the top of my head, let's see if we can write a sentence that will help us remember the ound sound. So I was on top of a mound. Remember, that's like a pile of something or like a little hill, some sort. I was on top of a mound, and there on the ground. So I was on top of a mound, and there on the ground I found a round pound. How about that? Full stop. Capital letter at the beginning of my sentence, boys and girls. So I was on top of a mound. So there's one of our words. And there on the ground, I found a round pound. Ooh, what could happen next? A long, capital letter because it's the start of a new sentence, along, bounded, ed to add it to the, change it to the past tense, but there's our ound word. Along bounded what's that word for the dog again? Along bounded a hound. So he's coming really, really fast along. And what does he do? Along bounded a hound in making a loud, there's our ow sound, making a loud sound. So along bounded a hound, making a loud sound. And what did he do with my pound? Along bounded a hound, making a loud sound. And stole. He stole it! Exclamation mark, because I'm in shock. So we've got our bound word, we've got our hound word, we've even got our sound word, and we've added in loud as well, which has got our ow sound in. So let's see if we can see this sentence together then. I was on top of a mound, and there on the ground I found a round pound. Along bounded a hound, making a loud sound, and stole it. Well done, boys and girls. Why don't you see if you can make your own silly sentence for the ound words that we found? Can you think of any other ow words that you could add into the list that don't have to have the ND on the end though? Okay, and I'll see you again soon.